This is Giovanni Vigliotto, who married 104 or maybe even 105 women. And this is the curious case of the world's biggest bigamist. Vigliotto was clearly a fraudster. I mean, he may have been born as Fred Jipp in New York in 1936, or maybe Nikolai Peruskov, born in Sicily in 1929. The point is, he had over 120 aliases. His multiple marriages took place in 27 different US states, but also in 14 other countries. I mean, he would literally travel the world, meeting women and picking them up, mostly at flea markets. Vigliotto would usually propose to his wives-to-be on their very first date. Then after marrying them, he would just make off with their entire fortunes. He told the women that he lived at some distance from them and would ask them to pack up all their belongings and join him. Once they'd packed, he would drive all their stuff away in a moving truck and then sold it at flea markets. Despite multiple reports to the authorities, there were never any leads. But his 105th victim decided to find him herself. She would drive to all the flea markets she could find and finally tracked him down to Florida, where she had him arrested. He was charged with marrying Patricia Ann Gardner in 1981, while still married to Sharon Clark. So Gardner testified that Vigliotto left 3 weeks after their wedding with $43,000. Sharon Clark also testified at his trial, saying that he'd made off with about $50,000 of her belongings. On March 28, 1983, in Phoenix, Arizona, he was sentenced to 28 years in prison for fraud and 6 years for bigamy. He was also fined $336,000. Until his death in 1991 in prison from a brain hemorrhage, Vigliotto said that his only crime was being an incurable, hopeless romantic. That's the curious case of Giovanni Vigliotto, the world's biggest bigamist.